What's up, everyone? And I guess welcome to college life with me. So, I have just finished an online class for psychology. So, nothing is done because it's an online class and I don't really have to worry about that. My next class is at 1 o'clock though. So, I'm gonna go ahead and get ready and I will show you guys what the fit is and you guys can just watch me do my makeup, I guess. I don't know. Okay, I'm back. Anyway, this is the whole fit. This is just regular, regular good old stuff. The shoes do kind of match this, but I'm gonna do my makeup and put my perfume on, so y'all get to watch that. Okay, I'm back at my desk. I'm gonna be doing my makeup. I typically do sort of like a pretty easy makeup thing. I don't wear foundation. I don't wear concealer. I quite literally just use eyeshadow, mascara, blush, and highlighter, and eyeliner and mascara. I already said mascara. You get the point here. Um, Typically, my school days actually don't look that bad. Um, they are kind of on the low key, if I'm being honest. Well, okay, so the first thing that I'm gonna use is this thing. I just use the black that's out of it. To be completely honest with you guys, I quite literally just use the black that's out of it. If you are going to be going to college next year, or if you're already in college, just one thing to state out there. Don't let anybody tell you that you're not gonna get sick. This is the second time I've gotten a cold, and the first time really wasn't that bad, but this time I got the common cold and ended up quite literally coughing my brains out. It was not fun. I'm gonna do the other eye. Okay, so I got the other eye done. But yeah, don't let anybody tell you that you're not gonna get sick in college, because you more than likely will. Second time being sick, do not recommend. It's not amazing at all. Okay, so pretty much I forgot to hit the record button. Anyway, I typically go for the pink that I have on my eye. I don't know how well you guys can see it. I'll just throw that out there. But typically I use this one right here. It's honestly not bad. I need to get more makeup because I don't have a whole lot, but typically I use that. Obviously, shake the extras off, whatever, yada yada, you know? Another thing is, make sure it's really not hard to make friends in college. My first day being here, we had to do a lot of expedition stuff. I shouldn't say expedition, but we had to do a bunch of events that was required, and I made a lot of good friends while doing that, and it seriously wasn't hard. It's making friends in college is not as hard as making friends in high school, and that's the truth. That's the entire truth. It's definitely something to adjust to, though. I will say that. It's not something you can be used to. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do my mascara and then my eyeliner off camera because it's a lot of work. But yeah, I'll see you guys in a minute. I'm back. Another thing I will say is try not to get behind on schoolwork, on classwork, because it can get extremely stressful if you miss a certain amount of homework assignments, and it just continues on piling up. And it's insane. And another thing I will say about college is some professors, they don't care. Some they do. But with phones, I know for my state, phone policy is a really big thing in majority of my classes. There's maybe one class that does not care about you having your phones out, which she's starting to rethink that decision because there are some people in my class that don't follow follow along with what she's saying, if that makes sense. I remember. Oh, and homework. Some teachers do not care. I meant professors. I'm not used to calling them professors. Some professors do not care. Some professors will quite literally call you out on it and tell you straight up that they don't like that, and I got some points taken off of my homework because I did homework in my one class. So learn from me, do better than me. Don't do homework in your classes, guys, unless your professor is okay with it or what have you. Okay, eyeliner, mascara are done. Y'all let me know how it looks. I'm gonna go into doing my blush and highlighter because everything else is done. And quite literally, like I said, I do not wear a whole lot of makeup except for a few facial things, but that's about it. And then I have a shit ton of necklaces that I have to put on. But yeah, thinking back on when I did homework in my professor's class, obviously not the best idea because she did not approve of that at all. I got half credit on an assignment because of it. It is definitely something that you guys need to, like, ask your professors on and, like, just ask and see, like, what the whole policy on it is. Because I guarantee you, majority of professors are actually pretty chill. And they're pretty nice for the most part. But, some of them are just more strict. And my professor is that kind of strict. She pulled me aside from class when she found out I was doing schoolwork in her class, and like, I do not recommend, guys, like, do your hardest to do the classwork outside of, well, homework I should say, outside of class, and just save yourselves from the trouble that I went through, to be honest. Okay, so whole makeup look is done. I have about a good bit of stuff to put on. The first one is this lovely, lovely necklace that I've had for a while that sometimes gets a little bunched up for some weird reason. I don't ever understand it, to be honest. It does what it wants. But definitely try to make sure, like, when you go to college, like, or if you're already in college, like, make sure you bring medicine with you, because getting a cold almost every week sucks. And I'm telling you that, like, straight up, it sucks. And it is not fun to deal with at all. These two necklaces, my bad. These two rings, one of them is my boyfriend's, the other one is mine. We got it around, well, he's had this ring for a while, but he got me this one, I think around maybe our 2 or 3 weeks, something like that. We have now been together for almost 3 months. Our 3 months is next week, though. But almost 3 months, so it's been around 2.5-ish months. Something like that. Honestly, couldn't ask for a better boyfriend, to be honest. Like, he's amazing. Like, and another thing, don't listen to people when they tell you that, like, oh, you'll find somebody in college, this, that, and the third. Because I guarantee you, majority of the guys that are in college are kind of bad. Like, and that's not for personal experience either. Like, genuinely, I just think they're bad. My necklace is tangled, but that's okay. They're just bad. They're not great. I know for my college, the rugby team I have to stay away from, which I was already planning on doing that. I have a man. So I've heard a lot of bad things about the rugby team that's here. And, that's just not something I want to be a part of, Like, just steer clear. And parties, guys, my college has parties. If you like to party, go ahead. You're more than welcome to go, but I don't recommend, to be honest. But that's my personal opinion. I don't go to parties. I like to stay in my room by myself, listen to music, blast a bunch of music, and just do my own little thing, if that makes sense. The next thing I'm gonna do is put perfume on. I have 4 different perfumes. I wear all 4. Actually, no, that's a lie. I wear around 3 of them when my boyfriend's here because they match with colognes that he has that I got him. But when he's not here, I wear this one. I don't know how well you're able to see that. It's Cocoa, whatever that word is. It starts with an M. I can't pronounce it. But it's Chanel. And then I wear this one. Where the hell? Oh my god. Guys, I'm so sorry. I thought you guys could, like, see this stuff. I can't get it to... We're gonna leave that alone. Anyway, typically this one, 2 sprays on my neck. I do usually put it on my wrist as well, which I'm gonna do later. This one goes all over. So, you know, I smell great when people walk in my direction. They can just be a little jealous of me. Because why not? You know? Guys, when I tell you I wear a lot of perfume, I wear a lot of perfume. I spray this thing maybe like 10 times on me. Like, that's all throughout the front, the back. Like, I'm trying to make sure I smell good in every direction. Like, you see me coming from this way, you smell my perfume. Good. Like, that's the whole goal here, right? Another thing about college is try to find a perfect time when other people aren't taking a shower, which is typically in the mornings because most people have morning classes. Me, I have a morning online class, so I don't really have to worry about that. But nighttime works too, depending on whatever college or university you're going to. I don't like to take showers at night anymore because there have been incidents where dudes are just walking around or chilling in the hallways of my dorm. I have had to call public safety maybe 4 times since I've been here in the span of 2 months. And it's not amazing. They have been really interesting these past 2 months, I'm not gonna lie. There were parties already happening literally like first day of move-in day. Like, that night there were parties, there were people drinking alcohol. The dorm that I am in is a dry dorm, meaning no alcohol, no drugs, nothing like that, only because we are all freshmen and we are underage. We are not supposed to be drinking, not supposed to be doing drugs in here, and the school is federally funded, meaning they could get in trouble and get their funds taken away from them because people are drinking underage in this dorm. This dorm and another dorm, I think it's Sheridan. Both of them are dry. Not supposed to have alcohol, not supposed to have drugs. Nothing like that. The other dorms, though, you are allowed to drink. Just, you know, don't get caught. It's not a dry dorm. It's mainly for upperclassmen, meaning they are 21 and up. So it's weird saying 21 and up because I'm only used to being like, I'm used to only being in like school with like people around my age. Nah, university is definitely something. And if there's anything that you take from this video, it's to just make sure you stay on top of schoolwork and homework. And if you have a job, make sure you go to your job because, oh boy, is university and college expensive. Yes, I have to pay, luckily I'm on tuition, but I have to pay around an average $64,000 every year. That's $64,000 a year. That is a lot of money that I currently do not have. So a job works really well. Typically some campuses have jobs on campus. My job is on campus, so I really don't have to go very far. but definitely take up the opportunity to get a job while you're in college. It is definitely something. But this is the end of my video. It's 15 minutes long, didn't even realize that. Honestly, I hope you all enjoyed. It's my first video, so like, don't come at me for anything. I'm gonna try to keep it PG-13 as much as possible. But if I can't, that's okay. The video is probably not for kids anyway because it's college life. But I hope you all enjoyed, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow.